Mic check, mic check. Oh yeah, we're good. All right, so welcome back to 9 Years of Shadow. When we last left off, we were basically doing a little cleanup after we had gotten a power-up. She has now become Athena from Saint Seiya, and yeah. No, but seriously though, she does look like Athena. Anyways, we're at the end game, so we really don't have much left other than to go ahead and complete things. So let's do that. So we gotta go on down. I know I'm gonna keep looking, but anyways. There is a little slide of something over there. Let's see what that is. Maybe that's actually where we gotta go. We gotta go all the way around. Okay, that's what it is. Okay. We can drop down right here. What's over here anyways? Nothing? Okay, we already been here. Right over here. We are close to where we need to be. Oh, it arrived. An absent moon, the darkness from lighted past foreseen. Where is the warrior? Why the silence upon my stage? Away, away, they abandoned me. Run, run, the little ones fear, the colorless night of darkness near. Your only task? Endure. They have left me. Color is flowing from you. You truly are the one the Dorians foresaw. I finally understand. What happened in there? Great sorrow that inspired all of your paintings. It. You know who caused it? I do. Thank you for all your help. I would not have made it this far without you. Of course. We must do what we can together. Okay, now where do we go? Say find all the musicians. We probably just need to find him and, you know. We can go back around. Because going that way, it wouldn't necessarily be that much to get there, but it's probably quicker to go this way. Technically, we can go here. almost everyone has made it back here. Hope the rest are alright. It's very easy to get lost in this place. Almost. Somebody's supposed to be over here. We ain't got none, so it don't matter. We must be missing one person. What's up, Utina? Been playing Path of Exile too. That's what's up. You saw the message in the Discord messages? Still becoming more and more like the first game, but it is what it is. Let's see. But it's the second path, Utina. The second. Yeah, okay. Then we want to go up. Yeah. Well, you got it. I was surprised to see that, actually. I know they had been teasing something, but I was like, it gotta be a sequel. It's not gonna be DLC. I already knew it wasn't gonna be DLC. Anybody who thought that was kind of crazy. Okay, yeah, we're... So, from Ninja Shadow of Darkness, we got the level I'm on and one more level, then a boss fight. The mine. Let's go to the core, I guess. Well, that's the room we came out of, right? This room. Yeah, there's nothing else. I don't think. Yeah, it's nothing. Okay. Hmm. Really curious where we could be missing someone. Trying to think. Well, would it be there? I don't know, cause we kind of. We'll check it. This is where that boss was, but I don't think we missed anything. I could check. Oh god. We already beat you, so I end up wanting to talk about it. Oh god, we got beat. It's fine. Got a little sloppy there, but it's fine. I don't know what his last character would be though. Like, literally, where would they be? I don't see an empty spot on the map. Unless... That's one character you'll never lose sight of. I know, right? What's going on, Lakafumi? No, right? Whoever made this game definitely is a Saint Seiya fan. Because she looks just like Athena in her cloth. She's just a lot more rainbow colored than Athena. That's all. And if I leave and come back, this guy will be back. So, yeah, anyways. Yeah, that was nothing other than this Easter egg in here. I don't know. Shout out, I guess. There is one place I could think of going, and that's upstairs in that one room. Let's see. Now we're just gonna have to flat out go back and go upstairs. That's what that is. 'Cause the way we're going, we'll be heading nowhere. I think. Well, no. We got the right idea. I forgot the elevator's there. They don't show that the elevator's there, but it's there. So we want to go down. right. All right. Let's go back to the observatory. Yeah, I like this game. Ah, right idea. Interesting artwork. This is just them. Well done. Now we shall guide you. I mean, you can increase the light, I guess. But yeah, it's worth playing. For sure. The light mechanic might get to you, but once you get used to it, you're fine. I like the movement of this game with the different forms and stuff. Quality of life now. Exactly. Utina knows. He can tell you. Okay. Kind of reminds me of what you was telling us about Chronicles of the Wolf, Lakafume. How certain things wasn't there at first, and things was changed. It's kind of what Utina's saying. Had worse, play the game when it came out, only had one difficulty group as well. Later on, at least make the default way easier. Yep. Here we go. When the game came out, get good, scrub. As time went on, nah, we was just playing. We're gonna change this. Mm-hmm. I think we've played a game like that before. But it wasn't, what the hell is that? Oh no. We're gonna find out in a second. Oh. It's creepy decorations. Hmm. But yeah. I think certain parts of Remnant 2 might have been like that, actually. Correct me if I'm wrong about that, Utina. Oh, that's just all one big long hallway. Uh oh, here we go. Delio. I know, right? That was something. At some point, I still gotta beat that game on Apocalypse. And I will. I just ain't thought much about it right now, that's all. Yep. What was it? Stone Warden? That sucker would hit you like destroy your life. I used to wonder why it was so hard to beat him at first. He was taking souls. He's Venom now. Now I'm playing. Ow. she still do in the arena if you get her last. HP and defense modifier on. Oh, you talking about what's her name? Lidusa. Yeah, Lidusa's pretty annoying. Not gonna lie. I don't know what they was thinking when they made that boss, but they surely wanted you to work for it. Up. Like Deuce in those damn walls that she trap you in. Got him. I know, right? I can't wait to see what Remnant 3 ends up being when we get it. And I hope that when they do make it, they make it to where you don't have to, like, what was I gonna say? You don't have to finagle so much to make a full melee build or whatever. If you want to run through the game with just melee weapons, you won't have to be like, oh, well, I gotta do this caveat. You throwing up zodiac signs and triangles and whatnot? Oh, got destroyed. It's fine. Start it all over. Never beat this phase. The skill and the skills. This was. Oh wait, was a bit different. Oh, interesting. That's annoying. Uh-oh. Oh yeah, Lakafume. We're close to beating Ninja Shadow of Darkness. I don't know if you was around yesterday, but we finally beat that level. Whew. These feel like Dr. Wily type attacks. Oh yeah. While you're here, have you ever played Gravity Circuit, Lakafume? Oh, that's an instant death. Or not. Stop, Apino. I understand now. I understand why I can't kill you. Why you're angry. All you've ever known is pain and misery. And I tried to kill you by adding to it. It only made you stronger. I'm such a fool. Bakamitai. But this isn't all you are, Apino. I know your heart. You said, are we getting game sound? Should be. Yeah, should be. Yeah, that's it. I have no heart. Yes, you do, Apino. Twist it. He's back. Apino. I'm sorry for what happened to you. And I'm sorry I hurt you. I'm sorry for everything. Just it's okay. I'm not afraid to die anymore. You haven't been afraid to die in a minute, but yeah. I'm just glad you're here. Just a... I love you too. Uh-oh. Gonna get the power up. Or maybe not. With the source of the curse destroyed, light and color slowly returned. Ah. And with them, hope. After 9 years, the shadows began to dispel. Talos and its inhabitants were freed from the darkness. Some still carried scars from the curse. Others never returned. When I came to the castle, I barely cared if I lived or died. I just wanted to be free from the curse, one way or another. I was just like you, Apano. He's a real boy. I wanted to confront the darkness, but I wasn't ready. I couldn't do it alone. We needed the journey we went on together. Part of me wishes that we could leave our own sorrow behind. So the loss would never sting again, but we must carry it with us. Yes, that's how it makes it you. The memories, painful though they are, tie us to the ones we love. Exactly. Achievement. "9 Years of Shadow." Game by Halbert Studios. Okay. So it was very unique. With the whole starting out in black and white and bringing color back to the world. Like that. I liked the forms a lot. I'm telling you. I really did. It never struck me that this form that we're looking at right here, how she came to the castle, would eventually evolve, but yeah. The pixel art, which I mean, I'm not really one of those pixel art nuts or like a connoisseur, but I like it. It was smooth. I know some people use pixel art and it's not very pretty sometimes, but this game was pretty. I don't know if they're making any more games. I'll have to look. If they got anything else, I'll have to check it out. But yeah, definitely enjoyed it. And yes, I would recommend it. So yeah, Europa was an interesting character. And that was an interesting twist that his soul was actually trapped, split in two. What's up, Canterbury? Appreciate it. His soul was split in two. So they never did really find out how to end the curse properly. Also, the soundtrack of this game was pretty damn good. I don't think the full thing is on YouTube though, because, you know, whatever. It fits a lot of the different areas you go into. Like, that's the thing that makes a soundtrack really fitting for a game. You can go into an area, listen to a song, and be like, hey, that actually fits this area pretty good by what you're doing and how you're traversing through the area. It's not just, oh man, I like this song, and it has nothing to do with the area we're in. A lot of people get that confused in games. Oh, I just love the song, man. I just love the song. It's deeper than that, for me anyways. But yeah, since you're here, Counter Baron, did you see the message that I put in the messages in Discord about Gravity Circuit? Dedicated, strongest woman I know. Oh, okay, yeah. Women I know. Okay. Hell yeah. We still gotta find that last person though. So it ain't over. Where are they? That's what I'd like to know. But yeah. Somebody's missing. Why is that split in the middle? I still don't know why, but yeah. We'll add this list to we'll add this game to the list. What I'm gonna play after this game is a game that's a long time coming. And that's Pizza Tower. That and after I do that, it's gonna be Anton Blast. Now, tomorrow we'll be beating Kaku. So, after that, we're gonna play Dusk, as in like the Twilight Princess PC port. Because I've been wanting to play that. Let me see. I need to know why that's split. And I will be playing that modded version of SA3 Counter Baron. I'll probably go ahead and get the files together today if I can. Like later on. Ain't gonna take but a second. Because all I gotta do is inject a patch on it. There's something I gotta do to Sonic Unleashed too. Because they added something to it. And I want to put that in there. Hold on. Hold up. Yeah, it's playing. I don't know, it was slow or something. But yeah, it was playing the whole time actually. Weird, but yeah. Ow. I keep missing that jump. It's fine. But yeah, Lakafume, if you're here and you play platformers like anything Mega Man, like Gravity Circuit is being offered for free because there was like a announcement for the sequel game. So they're giving the first game away for free today on Steam. So if all else fails, it's just a free game. Pretty fun. I've streamed it and beaten it before, so I'd recommend that too. Oh, fell off. I'd really love to know why that room is looking like that. I feel like something's missing. %ed it. Oh, okay. You already know then. I don't see anywhere else that we could be missing anything. When I say anywhere, I mean anywhere. Not in the portraits. Not in right there. Other than this spot right there. I'm really curious about that spot. Tomorrow's the big day for the hype beast. I hope it's everything they want it to be. I'd like to see some interesting stuff too, but we'll see. I'm not gonna lose my brain cells overly, you know. I know people placing bets and stuff. Oh, if this happens, I'm gonna do this. And talking about the state of play for those who are wondering, the Sony state of play will be tomorrow. I'm kind of curious to see what they're gonna do. So, we'll see though. Ow. I just hope it ain't like a bummer. God of War? Possibly. I know people are like, oh, well, the leaks. And I'm like, what leaks? What, y'all say a certain game gonna appear there? I mean, that's cool, but that ain't really spoiling the whole event. I don't really, unless it falls in my lap, I don't really look for stuff like that. Not gonna lie to you. I'd rather not know till, you know, I see the event. Like, there's just like a ton of different predictions going around for a lot of different games. There is one thing I do want to see, just one. Yeah, I don't care about Horizon. I'm gonna not even lie to you. What, they got that arena type game? Hero shooter type of thing? I forgot what they call it that, but yeah. I can't think of what the name of the game was supposed to be. And I'm like, I guess. I know we're probably not gonna see anything Days Gone related, which is fine. Whatever. We'll see. It would surprise me if we did. The one thing I want to see though, 100% of all the upgrades in the starting area in the first game. Yeah. They gave us Horizon Zero Dawn when there was, I think during COVID, I think, for free. And I was like, oh, cool. And then I never played it. I hate to be that guy, but I don't know. Ah, I died. Subnautica was also free in bundle. Yeah, I knew not to get that because I don't like messing with stuff in water. So I was like, you can keep that. It bothers me to see sea creatures that are nightmarish. I can't do it. I'm not gonna lie. And you just said look, that's why I didn't get it. I was like, nah. I don't know. It bothers me. Something get too damn close to the screen. Like, what the? You just start freaking out. I blame certain past games. Leviathan was a trip. Was a good experience, I bet. But I'll never know. Cause that's something I just will not play. I've never really liked messing around in water on a lot of different games. Second game has co-op. Somebody gonna get carried because they can't deal with nightmare creatures either. How's that game doing, by the way? I know there was a whole big stink about the CEO doing crazy stuff, trying to cheat his workers out of money if the game sold well. He wrote the original team out of there, but then things changed. He got embarrassed in court, and that's the last I heard of it. I don't know if, like, what else is going on. I don't know. Well, that's good that the game is doing good. I see Crafton has other stuff like coming out, but I don't know. They did get Hi-Fi Rush, right? So I don't know. Well, you know, things change because, you know, you get to having to answer to suits, and that's about it. Somebody else left Tekken 8. And I can only tell you that they're probably joining Harada. You know, since we are all here, I gotta say, YouTube sends me some of the dumbest videos I've ever, like, laid eyes on. I gotta be honest. Somebody said that they want to see Mega Man, like the series. They want to see a Mega Man age up, and I'm like, do y'all not know what the premise of the different series was? Like, classic Mega Man is like the child version of him. X was literally aimed at teenagers and adults because of difficulty, even though, you know, not gonna lie. Exactly. Zero was a continuation of that. ZX was way further when every last one of them passed away, and they're what made them who they were or whatever still existed. They just didn't exist. People could wear their armors and stuff. Then you have what? The Battle Network series. Exactly. Then you had in the Battle Network series, Lan did grow up. At the end, he had a kid and stuff. Now, they didn't continue that, but you know, that's not the point. It happened. Then, what else? You got Star Force, which I can't tell you nothing about that. I gotta sit down and play those. I still need to actually buy the collection, which I will. I just haven't done it. And you got the Legend series, which is like the furthest point of the series where the Earth has went to shit. A great flood happened because, you know, whatever. And I think most of the humans are like living on islands like that because of how messed up the Earth is. And there was other things going on, as we saw with Mega Man Bolnut, and how, you know, he wasn't even from Earth, he was from somewhere else, sent there to guard Earth or destroy it based off you know what happens. So when they go, Mega Man really needs to age up, and I'm like, did you pay any type of attention to the series? He really needs to age up, guys. Let me not forget that, you know, or let me forget that X is practically adult Mega Man. I swear, people just pop up and make YouTube videos and they get a whole bunch of people to be like, yeah, I agree with that, man. I definitely agree with that. I'm like, what's wrong with y'all? It's coming from somebody. If they were and watch cutscenes a lot of Mega Man and X, they would exactly. They just get online and start talking. I'm like, can y'all stop? I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing to this, but you know, it looks suspicious. There's a part about under the timeline of Mega Man and searching for rare material. Oh yeah, you talking about the Ruby Spears thing? Oh yeah, I remember that. Nothing, I guess. It just looks suspicious for some reason. I think he is the missing member, but we just gotta find all the power-ups or something. He involved, fought for a while. Spark Manager was also seen. Yep, I actually got those on my external hard drive from way back in the day. I got a bunch of stuff like that, but yeah, you know, they never even thought about any of those. Oh, well, I haven't seen that. I didn't even know those exist. I'm sure you didn't, buddy. You're not a real fan. I'm not, like, it's not on no gatekeeping stuff, but if you're gonna talk about this type of stuff, please at least know what you're talking about. That's all we ask. Don't get online talking about how certain things need to happen that already happened, and you're not aware of it because, you know, you didn't pay attention. It's kind of weird. And people are like, yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you. It's like, bro, did any of y'all pay attention? Any of y'all, please. Well, I've been playing this game since, you know, 3rd grade. Okay. I guess. It's kind of weird. Can't help think about time to nearly destroyed signal. Back in the day, we did a thing called exactly. And I'm gonna tell you something. People that rely on AI to tell them stuff, y'all in a world of trouble, because it'll feed you the wrong shit. You're like, yeah, this is exactly what, and it been and gave you an opinion from like a random discussion online, not the actual facts. It's happened. For example, I'll give you this. So, somebody had asked me something about Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth and a certain Digimon. I was like, yeah, that Digimon's not in that game. He was like, yeah, AI said it is. I'm like, I don't give a damn what AI said. That Digimon's not in the game. He was like, you sure? I'm like, I'm 100% positive that Digimon's not in the game. And so it showed him. And I was like, yeah, I told you. They're not in the game. I'm like, I damn near had every Digimon in that game. And that wasn't one of them. He's like, damn. I was like, yeah, I told you. Speaking of Digimon, that's something we're gonna have to finish up too. I still got one more, you know, story on that game. Considering that you actually played the game, you would know better. Exactly. If my data had never got deleted, I probably would still be able to show people all the different Digimon I had in that game for PS4. Because I can point out what's different between, you know, the PC and console version of that game. There's certain Digimon that it won't appear in console because, you know, censorship. The Bible thumpers would have a fit if a certain Digimon showed back up in that game. But yeah, I don't know. It'd be weird little discussions like that. And they'd be like having likes, and I'm like, dude, did any of y'all bother? No, we just agree with this person that made this video because it sounds convincing. It's funny. It's real funny. I don't know. Like, you don't, in a way, I'll say it just like this. Anybody can play any game they want and, you know, be a fan or whatever they want. But like I said, try to learn something while you're doing so. So you don't come across as phony to someone who might be a fan for many years. And they just end up making an awkward moment for themselves and wondering why things got awkward. Because that happens. I don't know, man. I don't see how people do it. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not against people being fans of anything. Because I'm not that type of person. But, like I said, it's really weird. Apparently, the name of the game is to appear as if you are knowledgeable, so as long as there's bait involved. Pretty much. That's why you got all these people to be, Let me hit this Google search real quick. Oh, and for those people, Google is broken right now. They've been messing with Google, asking it different questions and stuff. And, the answers they get back don't make a lot of sense. So, don't count on that Google search always being right. Hey, well, you get the hell out of here. Anyways. Yeah, I mean, they pretty much forced it in there. That's been a hot topic as of late. What was the word? Disregard? And they, like, it was some weird shit that it returns when you ask for that. I don't know if that's been fixed, but I know that's been a big thing. And then, what is it? The channel Deep Humor on YouTube covers that stuff. And that's why I've been seeing it at. Like, don't get me wrong. Sometimes AI can help you, but you still kind of need to know what you're talking about sometimes. And not just be like, see what AI told me? Also, the wiki for games barely exists for new games. Even big old games like Dark Souls has their wikis be all... See? Fact that that's a thing. I'm still trying to figure out where would I be going. There has to be like a room. GameFAQs. I go there often. That's actually how I found out what I needed to do for Endor's Tower. Love that site, actually. That's what I use for Last Remnant as well. for like components and stuff. Need to bookmark that. Nostalgia's going to hit me something fierce. Yeah. You know what site you probably can't go to anymore? Because it probably doesn't exist. I don't know. Maybe it does. I know everybody used to go there way back in the day. CheatCC.com. Because cheat codes don't exist anymore, so going on there, looking at a code, trying it, and realizing somebody sold you. You said GeoCities? Sounds familiar. I have to think though. But yeah, I'm going on CheatCC, looking at a code, realizing that somebody's just making stuff up, posting on there. And that was original troll bait back then. Part of Yahoo. Was it like, I'm trying to think of what that, maybe. I mean, this sounds vaguely familiar. Probably not something I interacted a lot with, but yeah. I don't know where we need to go. There's nothing up here that we can get. Is it? Because that's the boss over there, so might have to look up the map, but it's fine. We'll keep playing. Now when the stream ends, the game ends. As in like me streaming it. Because there's not really much else for me to stream in this game after this. But yeah, Cheat Code Planet or CheatCC. Going on there, somebody telling you some wrong information. You're like, man, that don't exist. I'm gonna give you the perfect game where that existed. And that's if you had it. Sonic Adventure. Telling you certain characters was playable when they knew damn well that wasn't the case. Oh, you can play as Hyper Knuckles. For real? I'm gonna try that. Putting in a code at the character select screen. I'm gonna try that. Try it. Code don't work. You're like, hey, wait a minute. Ah, yes. The disappointment was immeasurable. Nowadays, fans have probably made something like that real. And it's like, wait, we can do that now. Because, you know, that's just how it goes. So yeah. We just came from there, so one thing we could do is mess around down there. Which that boss is on further down, so we don't want to do too much. Cheat codes. Okay, red note. How did we not get that? So we got 6. I think we might need one more. I don't really know. You know, I'm gonna have to play another mech game on this channel at some point. I know there are some Gundam games that I want to play, and I'll get around to them. And there's some completely other mech games that I want to play too. Like there's a Gundam Seed game that I have in my Steam library that I know I'm gonna play at some point. Should be really fun. It was a PSP remastered game or whatever, which you can only get away with that because, you know, PC gamers don't really care as much about graphics like that. They'll play anything. Unlike people on consoles, they gotta have the best. GeoCities was bought by Yahoo in '99, was later shut down. Dang. Was it like SimCity or anything? Yeah, we better go down. I think. It's a website hosting. Oh. Have to do some research on that one. I'll tell you something that I used to do, which maybe other people here did too. CartoonNetwork.com, playing those games on there, and at one point in time they had something like a trading platform for different little characters and stuff. Crazy fanfics took place on there back then regarding anime crossovers just being created. The dawn of the fandom craze. Canaban was there for it. He witnessed the birth. What's up here? Nothing? I don't think so. We're gonna see. Looks like nothing. What was I saying now? On Cartoon Network, they had little cartoon images and stuff you could trade for different points and stuff. You used to watch TV shows and they, oh hey, you log on the website at this time, you can get this. Good times, boy, I tell you, good times. Oh, and then there was like this Dragon Ball Z game on there. I recently watched a video on it because I was like, there's this background song, like the background song on a game sounded real familiar. Well, it was very familiar. So familiar, in fact, that most of us knew the song that it was. It was the thong song. by Cisco as the background music. I'm like, this song sounds familiar. It's like a turn-based game or whatever that you could play as Vegeta, Krillin, Gohan, Piccolo, and I want to say Goku, maybe even Frieza. I don't know, maybe not Frieza, but I know for sure you can play as the other characters. And in the end, you do have to fight Final Form Frieza, and if you make it with Goku, I think he would eventually turn Super Saiyan or something. It was an interesting little, game. Back when Flash was not as popular, or maybe it was, but not as well regarded, People weren't like, oh, well, yeah, we could just go to Newgrounds. I don't even know if Newgrounds was around at that time. That's the thing. But yeah, that happened. Playing a Dragon Ball Z game. There's like a turn-based tournament game. And the song playing in the background was Cisco's Thong Song. Just the instrumental. Good times, I tell you. Good times. Two things you would never think fit in together. I guess. Alright, I'm a little lost here. We gotta get out of here. There was like a Billy and Mandy game I used to play too. I think it had you fighting pumpkins because it was based off the whole Jack-o'-lantern thing in Billy and Mandy, which I want to say that was a movie. But it might not have been like a DVD type movie. It might have been like a 1 hour special of some sort. Because Jack-o'-lantern tricked Grim and took his sight. Because beforehand he chopped off his head, but he didn't die or something. And from that point on, he swore revenge on Grim. So yeah, I never did beat that game because it got kind of hard after a while. I probably could beat it now though, if it still exists somewhere. But I had fun playing it as a kid. Something else I used to play. Lego had oh, you played that one too? Yeah, it was fun. Cause you could either play as Billy or Mandy. And you would upgrade weapons over time. The scythe was a weapon you could eventually get. You get the scythe, you chopping everything up. Cause stuff used to hit you and it'd go, eat! And I'm like, the hell? Nostalgia. I'm telling you. That one was fun. How they had a bunch of different games. Actually, playing those games is how you earn points to get the little cartoon figures. Well, I say figures. cartoon images and stuff, and you could have like a room, you could have your own background and stuff. You're like, hey, check out my room. So you negotiating deals, be like, hey, I'll trade you this for that. And of course, some people thought their stuff was worth more, so they want your entire collection for one thing or something. I'm like, nah, man, we're not doing that. That happened. You just exit the room. You're like, no deal. Good times. Yeah, that was like a Lego racer game on like the internet at some point in time. Back when, Legos were becoming relatively more popular in like the 2000s or something. I enjoyed that game, but I don't even know if they ever updated. I remember one of the stats or whatever in that game. Of course, you got speed, handling, stuff like that. But I remember this. Acceleration! That's how it would sound. Of course, when you're talking about the respective thing. Yeah. That, I think there was a Bionicles game back in the day too that I used to mess around with when Bionicles was relatively real popular in the beginning. Now it got even more popular because I know people still love Bionicles to this day, but I know there's a Bionicles fan game that didn't get finished or something originally, but I think other people might have worked on it to try to finish it, like fans. Yeah, I like Bionicles too. I think I had got like a little bit of something from somebody at school that was Bionicles related. I don't think I could ever find what I wanted in Walmart half the time. So I wasn't able to get what I wanted and be Bionicle Man and get the mask of Mata Nui or whatever. What else? It was a bunch of different things that just was so nostalgic. But I say all that to say this. We can talk about those things and know what we're talking about. We know YouTubers that make videos on this because, they did too. But then you'll have people way somewhere else talking about, oh yeah, I did that. I totally did. They making up stuff. It's crazy. They must be stopped. The mad lads must be stopped. I don't know where we go. One thing we can do is go up there and yeah. I think the biggest lie most people who are over a certain age group was told during their childhood was that, it was a Pokemon rumor how to get Mew. I recently found out how people done it, and I was like, there is no way I would know anything about doing that. No way. That shit blew my mind. I was like, that's how you do it? So it wasn't behind a truck, it was just, You had to do all these random things to make it spawn into the game. Or not spawn into the game, make it appear. I'm like, wow, I never knew. Kinda Baron knows about Matanui. Collected a few. See, everybody got. I think the one that I got was off somebody. I never got to get my own. That sucks, but it is what it is. Something else I never got to get is like, well, I never really paid attention when I was like a teenager, but I pay attention now because I have quite a few. Quite a few is an understatement, by the way, but anyways, Gundam model kits. If I actually paid attention, the Hero Factor replaced Bionicle. Oh yeah. Gundam model kits though. If I paid attention to those when I was younger, yeah. I don't know, man. To be honest, a lot of stuff that I had when I was younger, if I still had, I'd be sitting on gold mines because I had some of everything. Old Zoids, remember seeing those displays in commercials? Yeah. Motorized Zoid kits. Which I got. I'm looking dead at 2 Zoid model kits right now. What is that? Blade Liger and Genosaur. As far as, yeah, new and chaotic Sentry. The Genosaur that I'm looking at is from New Century. The one for chaotic Sentry, they wanted too much for it. And I was like, I don't think I could buy that. I could, but I could, you know, I couldn't let myself do it. I was like, Even though now I could go get it. Cause, you know, but it's the exact same as the one that I have. So I'm like, what's the point of me getting it? But yeah. I'm still looking for a Leica Zero. And there was like a different Liger that I saw growing up. Leica Zero X or something. One of them was blue and one of them was red. And there was different modes of Liger. One of them was King mode or something. And I'm like, that's interesting. So yeah. But something I was saying, I have a bunch of different like Gundam model kits now. I really like your style. It's not every day you come across people who know how to dress in that. Totally unique. Thank you. My mother left me this dress before she passed. Always loved it. Ah, I bet she was the best mom. So you've been looking for the rest of the orchestra, right? More like bumping into them. Oh well. Still, thank you for helping us. Did you ever help that man I heard screaming in pain? That he would be suffering alone like that while I rest with my friends, safe in this theater? I'm so thankful for your help, Europa. And I feel so much pity for that poor man. He was killed by his desires. Don't worry about it. They talking about Dratheus. Yeah, we need 2 more, and then that'll be all the red notes. 1 more, and that's all the blue notes, I think. Oh yeah, we already talked about that, yeah. But yeah, I don't know, man. Something I don't know, I like building those model kits. So that's why I had to get them now. I got a bunch in storage. There's a Gundam sitting right here in front of my TV, actually. It's a M1 Astray red frame. It matches up with my computer colors. So that's why I leave him out. Then I got like, I don't know how many in this tote that I built. The rest are just in storage. Because I'll get to them someday. I can't put them all together right now. Because I wouldn't have nowhere to put them and display them. But yeah. Nostalgia. Fueled by actual experiences and not Google searches. Yeah, I said it. That video that I sent, like, what was it? Last week? It was talking about people who are Resident Evil fans. But then they was like, a lot of the people who say they're Resident Evil fans nowadays, especially of 9, they've never even played a single Resident Evil game. They just watch the cutscenes. That's where we are now. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with watching the cutscenes and stuff, but when you go inputting and you haven't really played enough of the games, it's kind of a problem. I can't tell a single soul about anything Dark Souls because I haven't played a single game like that to the point of, me having extensive knowledge. I had 2 at one point in time, but I got rid of it. The game pissed me off. But I wouldn't be like, well, yeah, this is what needs to happen in the next Dark Souls. And I'm like, no, I can't do that. Wouldn't make sense. But that's what people do. And people say, no gatekeeping. You kind of don't want to be around people like that. In terms of like, that don't know what they're talking about. Because a lot of those people just pop up in fandoms because it's popular. And it's a trend. And then your fandom gets ruined. And then they move on to the next thing. But I digress. I'll leave them alone. For now. On a different note, I know that we have a state of play, and this is a good month for games because Summer's Game Fest will be happening, more than likely. And yeah, gonna get to see what's going on out here. I hope we see some good stuff. I know I've been seeing a lot of good indie games today. thanks to the Indie Games Hub on YouTube, we actually got a release date for that Wild Blue Skies game, which is like Star Fox. That comes out in August. And I know the new parentheses Star Fox game comes out this month. So yeah, new quotation marks. I signed up to playtest this one game. What's it called? Blade of Mirage or something like that? I don't know if I'll get in, but if I do, I'll stream it, you know. Kind of like I did, oh yeah, Polyfighter. I just seen them talking about that game on YouTube today. There was like a demo trailer or something. They upgraded the game. Well, updated it. So now, I mean, we already knew that there were certain conditions that you had to fulfill to unlock characters. They just talked about it in the trailer, which is cool. There's another game like that coming out. That's like a roguelike fighting game. I think it's hand-drawn art or something. I forgot the name of it. I don't know. I'll stick with Polyfighter, because that's the one I like. I don't have to like everything new that comes out. The game will do well because, you know, people love hand-drawn 2D art, so it's Polyfighter I'm worried about, which I don't think it's gonna do bad or anything. Just, you know, since I played it and enjoyed it so much. And apparently someone else enjoyed it too. They popped up on my YouTube channel. It got watched quite a bit. I hope they add arcade controls and like arcade stick controls. That's what I want. So I can run through there with the arcade stick. Let me find a save point, because it's almost time. We're close to one though. Close to a few. I know we was talking about Zoids earlier. I hope they make a Zoids game that you can like sit down and play, like adventure wise. I think they had one on Xbox, but I never got to play it. And you know, I don't know. I don't think I've seen any normal classic Xboxes in Game Exchange, because I go up there kind of often, so I'd have to find one and find that game. I wish Xbox emulation was better. That's what I wish, but it's so ass. Man, it's an ass. You'll have it running like, oh yeah, I can't wait to play this game. Next thing you know, your game is running like it's struggling. You're like, my PC's strong enough for this. Well, the emulation says otherwise. Crazy to think of it being that way, but yeah. That's why you don't see me even attempting to play certain Xbox games, if any, original Xbox games, cause I mean, emulation's so ass. 360 emulation is great, but original Xbox, what is this, Simu? Because it's Xenia, it's 360. And Simu is original, I think. I'd have to look again. I have it, but I never should have got rid of my original Xbox. Somebody bugged me to get it. They got it and don't even do nothing with it. I'm like, man, what? I could have kept that. Don't you just hate when people ask you for stuff and don't really even want it? They just want it just because you had it and then they do nothing with it. It bothers the hell out of me. But let me get some shout outs. All in all, this game was very great. Another good game, beaten. So it will go on the list tonight. Next Monday, we'll be playing Pizza Tower. Who knows? Maybe tomorrow we'll be able to beat Kaku, Ancient Seal. We'll see though. I mean, I could have beat that one boss last time. I just didn't because I was like, I still want to wander around. So yeah. Either way, appreciate y'all watching. And I should see y'all tomorrow. So yeah. Y'all take care.